Hey everyone, Blastar55 here, and I'm back with the second part of Ash vs. Red. Today we're finally going to find out who would emerge victorious between the two. Now in the previous part we took a look at what Ash's ultimate team would be, and I'll provide a link in the description if you haven't seen it yet. In that video, I left out Sceptile, and a lot of people commented that I had left it out, and after considering it, I've decided that Sceptile will make it onto the final cut instead of Krookodile. Now to find out who would win, we're going to analyze the battle styles and strategies of each candidate. We're also going to look into who they've won against and who they lost to. So without further ado, let's go! First, let's look at the battle styles and strategies. Ash's style has changed and improved over time. He has changed a great deal over the course of the series, particularly in regards to his skill at Pokemon training, but his earnestness, rashness, and determination have remained. In the original series, though Ash actively took part in battles, he was rarely seen independently training his Pokemon. However, since the Advanced Generation series, Ash is shown to train more noticeably, having practice battles with his friends and focusing on moves, techniques, and strategies with his Pokemon. A noticeable trait of Ash is his willingness to learn from both his victories and defeats. For example, after winning in a gym battle against Winona in Sky High Gym Battle and witnessing her Pokemon's powerful Aerial Ace, Ash was motivated to have his Swellow learn it. Even his losses can inspire him, such as when he lost to Clayton, not the gym leader from the 5th generation games, in short and to the punch. He decided to teach his Buizel one of the moves Clayton's Mr. Mime had used during their battle. He believes nothing he and his Pokemon do on their journey is a waste of time. Red is one of the strongest trainers in the game, being the final boss in Gold and Silver. In Pokemon Origins, Red starts out as a well-meaning, polite klutz with the heart of gold. However, he's not without faults, as he tends to forget type matchups, and towards the beginning of his journey, saw Pokemon as tools for battle rather than partners. Like in the games, it is hinted that Red is a prodigy, as he managed to beat Brock with very little experience and later accomplished incredible feats, such as capturing Mewtwo and becoming champion of Kanto, all without aging significantly. But aging in the Pokemon world is a whole other topic. Red and Ash are very similar, as Ash is supposed to be Red's counterpart in a way. In terms of strategies, Ash used to go head-on, not caring about type matchups, and just telling his Pokemon to try harder instead of actually training them. Nowadays, when challenging a gym, Ash tries to find out a few things about the gym, and then comes up with a strategy to beat it. When he loses a gym battle, he'll train with his Pokemon and work on the things that he struggled with. For example, when he challenged Viola the first time, he lost, and then he trained his Pokemon to deal with Gust and Sticky Web, the moves he had difficulty with. In Pokemon Origins, Red goes head-on like Ash in the beginning. He will accommodate for type matchups when challenging a gym, but that's it. Red uses strength, sheer force, and determination to win. Now let's move on to wins and losses. In terms of gym badges, Red has won all 8 Kanto gym badges and become the champion of Kanto. Ash has won all 8 gym badges from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos, as well as all 4 badges from the Orange Archipelago and the 7 Battle Frontier symbols, but has never become champion except for the Orange Archipelago, but that's not a real place in the games. Then again, the Pokemon leagues in the anime and the ones in the games and Pokemon Origins are very different, as in the anime it's a tournament and in the games it's like a trial. If the league in the anime were the same as the league in the game, then I think that Ash would have won at least one by now. He's beaten each of his rivals at least once, except for Alon. He's also battled against Alder and Diantha, 2 champions. Now the battle between Ash and Alder wasn't really proper, as he was sleeping most of the time and then Bouffalant attacked him. Ash technically won, but not properly. As for his battles with Diantha, the first time he battled with Pikachu, but the battle was interrupted by Team Rocket. The second time, he used Greninja and was actually doing quite well, but then he passed out. In my opinion, if he hadn't passed out, he might have actually won, as Greninja was really fast and was able to land multiple hits on Gardevoir. It even was able to overpower normal Gardevoir and match Mega Gardevoir's power. Although he's beaten many people, he's also lost to quite a few people. He's never won against Alon, although Alon is very strong. He's also lost to Tobias, but Tobias was using legendary Pokemon. Although Ash did good battling a guy with all legendaries, and he did beat Darkrai with his Sceptile, and Latios with Pikachu, but then Pikachu was also knocked out. For Red, he's won against many trainers, all the Kanto gym leaders, the Elite Four, and his rival Blue. He's also caught all 150 Pokemon in Kanto, including Mewtwo. He's lost once to Brock and Giovanni because he was being rash both times. So after taking a look at both candidates' battle style, strategy, wins and losses, we see that Ash's battle style is more logical than Red's. He has more of a strategy than Red when it comes to gym battles, and Ash has won against a larger amount of strong trainers than Red. So we see that Ash is a better trainer than Red in certain ways. But would that mean Ash would beat Red? No. Let's look into that a bit more. I battled myself on Pokemon Showdown using two devices, one using Ash's Ultimate Team, and the other using Red's team. The results? 4 wins for Red and 1 win for Ash. So, it seems that Red's team is more balanced and strategic in terms of type matchups. Let's look at one other thing too, and then we may be able to conclude who would win. Let's look at their record with legendary Pokemon. Ash has faced off against Tobias, who had all legendary Pokemon. Ash was able to beat Darkrai with a Sceptile with a single Leaf Blade, and the only other damage Darkrai had taken was a single Rock Smash from Gible and a Mega Horn from Heracross. Pikachu was also able to beat Latios, but also fainted in the process. Meanwhile, Red has only gone up against Mewtwo, but he didn't beat it, he caught it, and the only reason he was able to is because Charizard Mega Evolved. If it didn't, Red would have been defeated. Meanwhile, Ash didn't have Mega Evolution as it wasn't even a thing at that time, and he was still able to beat 2 legendary Pokemon. He's also gone up against countless legendaries in the movies, but we're not really counting it. So, do we now have the answer to who would win? I think we do. And the winner is, drum roll please, Ash! That's right guys, Ash is the victor. You see, Ash's strategy and style is more strategic than Red's, and he has a stronger bond with his Pokemon than Red. Ash has also won against many more people than Red, and has dealt with stronger Pokemon than Red. All these factors show that Ash is strong enough to beat the legend himself, Red. Now, I know many people will be angry and comment how Red is better, Red would win, Blastoise, what the heck, and dislike the video. But before you comment or dislike, please remember that this is just my personal opinion, and I'm just saying who I think would win and why. So there you have it, my answer to one of the biggest debates in Pokemon. I actually wrote a short story on how I think Ash's battle with Red would go. If you'd like to read it, I'll leave a link in the description below. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.